Welcome, Indi, to our Women Who Make It Happen series. Lovely to have you join us.
Pleasure to be here, Sue.
Excellent. Perhaps you can share with the viewers your career success story in terms of how you've got to where you are to date.
No, absolutely. So my name is Indhira Mani. I'm currently the Chief Data Officer for RSA, soon to be Intact UK and International.
Oh, yes.
I'm currently driving the firm's data and AI strategy and ambition. And I've been here, done this for a long time in the data industry, and more specifically in the financial service industry.
Yes.
But my background, where I come from, is probably a socially conservative society and a city, a small city. And from there to here, it's been a journey.
Yeah,
it's been a really long journey, and I wouldn't lie, it's not been easy, yes, to where I am. And success, when I think about success, success is not a title, right?
Yes.
Like that's how I think it. So it's been an incredibly rewarding journey, career journey, very satisfying till date. I've done a lot of long-term and short-term, medium-term transformation, business, technology, and more predominantly on data side in the last decade and a half. Financial services most times. I've had a bit fair share of success and failures, which has kept me grounded and gone about it. So yes, that's been my professional story.
And how did you move into financial services initially?
I think it's two parts. One is because it happened. Early on in my career, I got an incredible opportunity to work with one of the largest banks in the world, Deutsche Bank. It changed my career graph completely. I started in the middle office, then the back office, then became a trader, and then an investment banker. So I've done it all. I've been there, done that, everything. But also, I think from early age, I've been curious with money.
Yes.
I always liked to see the impact money had on us. So I think it really is a natural calling for me to work in the banking and financial services, but also I studied business management and finance. So I think it all worked in my favor, and I found my mojo. So financial service was my natural calling.
Yes, excellent. And have you had any key mentors or women that perhaps have been individuals to look up to throughout your career?
So I've had multiple mentors, women and men, both, right? So because you can't just have one, because it will be a very, I always think you'll need to have a good blend and a mix of male and female allies and mentors, because that gives you a whole rounded perspective. I've had fantastic mentors who believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. That's one of the reasons why I am here today.
And
why I will continue going forward in my journey. This is my belief, right? I'm genuinely, there are a lot of inspirations I've had as well as mentors. I've had fantastic mentor very earlier on in my journey. He's a male ally, right? Like he's incredibly good. He found, his name is Nishant, like he used to work in Deutsche Bank. He used to be the senior VP for, and I absolutely loved working with him. He found me when I was super young and didn't know what I was doing, and then gave me all those opportunities which one could have imagined. He sent me to London. He put me on a flight, sent me to London when I was like 20.
Oh, wow.
And then go work in Deutsche for a year in London, and then try to capture all these information and do the best you want to do. So it was always those complex challenges and mentors who believed in me and I could do that. And then from there on, my journey has always been with one or the other person who has inspired me, having those strong sponsorship in the organization and mentors that are really inspiring female leaders I've really nurtured by. Specifically, there was Jackie McDonald in Barclays. She used to be, the head of Scotland technology. Love her. Jackie, if you're listening to this, thank you. Thanks for trusting in me. And my previous boss, Naresh, was amazing. You know Sue, right?
Yes,
He's been
yeah,
an
I know
absolutely amazing trailblazer,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
He's identified the smallest of opportunities for me and then my talent and made me come out. So I've had incredible mentors, and
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing in a career to be successful.
Absolutely, absolutely. And do you think, as well, alongside that success, for the mentors giving you the opportunity, you've got to take some credit too to be able to run with that challenge, because not a lot of people will take those opportunities. Some shy away, and I think more so some women who perhaps are maybe a bit more junior in their career don't take those leadership opportunities. So how did you take that bull by the horns and run with those opportunities? What was it that drove you?
So for me, leadership is not about wearing a crown sitting in a throne.
Yeah.
Right? I say this to my team. Leadership is truly the ability to work with people.
Yes.
And uplift them, unlock their potentials, knowing your shortcomings and filling them with the right people around you, right?
Yeah.
Understanding what is the organization's, biggest agenda is and priorities are, and having right people in the right time. That's leadership, like unlocking those heavy potential from your own people, guiding them through that, right? Like and that's what matters to me. But also for women, I've taken every single opportunity thrown at me, right? I've taken the flight, I've taken the bus, I've taken the train, I've taken the goddamn thing, right? Like, now that's what I would say, like, take that chance, because you don't know what is at the end of the tunnel if you don't take that journey, if you don't do that, right? Like, so people say, what if I fail? Fail, learn from it, because fail fast approach, right? Learn from that, because I think personally, your failures teach you more than your successes. Absolutely. Because that's going to be the hard learning which you can take it through your career. So.
Yes. So as a takeaway, you'd give or you'd let other women perhaps in the industry say, take those opportunities when they come. Don't be scared to
don't be scared.
Up.
Don't be scared. Wear that crown, that invisible crown. Fine, if it fits you, if it suits you, then if it doesn't, there will be another crown there out, right?
Yes.
That's one thing. And also, I enjoy my job, because if you don't enjoy something, how are you going to do it? Go for the kill, right? You got to enjoy a job, because then you don't mind having those long hours, working those weekends, spending that long time in your work, because what you enjoy most just translates to real outcomes, real winnings, right?
Yes.
So enjoy what you do, take that calling. Enjoy your work. Don't be afraid of taking those opportunities. Not just women, men too.
Yes. Oh, no, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So with your own team, I know you're having a good time at RSA, and you've got an opportunity to build that team from scratch. How have you been thinking about diversity yourself and giving individuals that chance of being to step up, I suppose?
No, absolutely. First of all, diversity starts from the leader.
Absolutely.
Right? And RSA in Tattoo K, and I think is an incredible organization who's absolutely supportive of all the diversity and inclusive efforts we take in our team, and it's one of our predominant goals and objectives in our in our performance metrics. I think there is a real good energy about it, and a top-down initiative and a drive to go for that, so which is great. You know, you have absolute sponsorship from the exco, from the CEO and above, but also it's about being there in the seat itself. I think that's great, because women can see it, men can see it, that nothing is unachievable, because I am in one of those leadership roles where I don't need to now go and prove to somebody that we are inclusive, so that's helping. Number two is diversity is not just about women. We're talking about minorities.
Absolutely.
We're talking about difference in age, so my team has a variety of people. We have people starting leaving their universities who are going to start with us soon, to someone who's going to retire next year. So I have all ages of representation in my team, and I thoroughly encourage that. But also, I think when it's the diversity of thought leadership.
Absolutely,
we have
yes.
people from every industry. I have team members who are from the industry,
Yep.
from consulting, from non-financial service organizations. So it's just a mix of all of that, because I do genuinely think a diverse team is the most successful team, because you're solution minded.
Yes.
And you're driven towards those outcomes rather than thinking in a box.
Yeah,
So yeah.
absolutely. That's nice to see, because I think diversity of thought is the biggest puller, isn't it, to get that diverse team. If you have the diversity of thought across that, it obviously helps you be successful in the next part of your career.
Absolutely. So, as I said to you, the organizational values itself is all about that. It's like we have leadership success factors and values which drive those, diversity, inclusion, respectful, being integral towards in what you do, driving those change. So yes, so for us, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's just in RSA's DNA.
Yeah, and I know you personally are very encouraging of women in being in various different networks. Talk to me about some of the things you've been involved with.
Oh, I have some of the initiatives which I'm invested in is more about being an ally to the Women in Tech.
Yes.
Network. It's great to be involved in that. And in the past, we've worked together in Women in Data. That's the calling, right? That's really, because data is very close to my heart, and that's my bread and butter. And then having more women and male allies in data is the most important agenda for me personally. But also, I have mentored around 50 UK women returners to technology through a network called I Empower You.
Yep.
So that's a big thing which is close to my heart, and I continue doing it whenever I can. But also it's about currently the thinking is around educating women in girls.
Yes, that's where it
girls
needs to
in
stem
schools and STEM subjects, but also helping them understand that technology is a calling too.
Absolutely.
Right? It's not a bro code anymore. So that's trying to break those barriers and making people invest in STEM and think about technology as another accelerator for them, not just a side language. So
absolutely, we do need more ladies in general in STEM subjects to come through for all the industries, which is
absolutely yes,
help us to get that diversity of thought.
Yes.
So is there one takeaway you would give the younger you or a younger individual in terms of taking those opportunities and progressing themselves in their careers?
Right. As I said, take every opportunity which is thrown at you as the first one you took, right? Again, going back to that, because it's the most important thing to take those opportunities to see what is at the end of it. And there will be risks, but that's fine. But because you will reap the benefit at the end of it, there's no pain, no gain, right? So that's definitely there. And there is no shortcut to success.
Absolutely.
It's something which I keep thinking, I tell my daughter that, right? There is no shortcut to success. It's absolute hard work and willpower.
Yes.
Right? And being consistent in your effort is very, very important. It's key to that. If I would go back and to tell my younger self, I would say that, take those opportunities, go for the kill, be consistent, but also make sure that you don't compromise on your passion and values.
Yes.
So just that.
I love that. Keep to your passions and values. That's really good. Thank you so much for your time, Indi.
Thank you so much, Sue. Thanks for inviting me.